Welcome to Fish on Fridays. I'm Al McCauley, and today I want to talk to you about the extraordinary season in the liturgical year called Ordinary Time. That's right, there's nothing ordinary about ordinary time. And since it makes up well over half of our liturgical year, I think it's good that we stop and just pause and look at what is this season about? Why do we have so much of our year devoted to ordinary time? And let's start right away by saying that just because it's called ordinary time does not mean that it is ordinary in the way that we mean it. It's not just like, well, the typical thing. It's nothing unusual. Ordinary comes from the Latin word ordo, which means numbered. And what do we hear at the beginning of every Mass during ordinary time? We hear we're celebrating the 13th Sunday of ordinary time, the 14th Sunday of ordinary time. So it's numbered, it's sequential. And so that's why it's called ordinary. It's because it's numbered, not because it's usual or typical. In fact, I would suggest to you that ordinary time is the time where really we have to do the most growing and learning as Catholics, because it's not a season of fasting and purifying like Lent and Advent. It's not a season of feasting like Christmas and Easter. It's a season of renewal and new life and new birth, so that we become better people. So let's just back up a little bit. The liturgical year starts with the first Sunday of Advent. Advent is this is how I look at this. Advent is a season of preparation. How am I fasting? How am I thinking about my soul, myself? That it's a period of preparation. It gives way to a period of celebration, which is the Christmas season. And then Christmas gives way to ordinary time, which is a season of application. And then we start the whole process over again after a few weeks of ordinary time. We start with Lent, which is, again, a season of preparation that gives way to a season of celebration, the Easter season. And then that gives way to a season of application, which is the long several months of ordinary time. So it's a time of growth. This is why the priest is dressed in green. This is why churches are decked out in green. It's because green should remind us of new life. It should remind us of the growth of the world, that we're supposed to take the lessons from Advent and Christmas and apply them in our lives in ordinary time, so that brings about forth growth. And then we do it again after the season of Lent and Easter. We have a huge chunk of ordinary time, so again, we can bring forth growth of self, growth of our faith, growth of our lives in Christ. That's really what it's about. And that is why it is an extraordinary time, not just an ordinary time. As an aside, I have very little green. Otherwise, I'd have put that on and celebrated ordinary time with my green. But nonetheless, thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful. If you'd like to share this content with somebody, please feel free to do so. We hope you'll tune in again on every Friday for Fish on Fridays. If you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that would be awesome. If you would follow us on Facebook, that would be great as well. Until next time, however, please be good to each other, and God bless. And make it extraordinary.